Superfan Trivia Challenge hosted by Vincent Favale.
You're kidding. Vinny's coming in?
Yeah, I think 3 of our listeners are going to play, me, Fred, and Gary.
Yeah.
You're in the contest.
That's why Vinny's coming in. He's going to host.
What do you know about the show?
Nothing. I said to Gary, I probably know the least. That's the weird thing. I bet you I bet you I get the most questions wrong.
I wouldn't doubt it. Your memory's not that good.
But we're going to be tough to beat because I know Gary knows a lot about the show. I think Fred does too.
I know some, but the guy who really impressed me last time we did this was Brian Phelan. He is like a genius at this.
Yeah, well, he was too good, so we want to give the fans a chance, so they get to play me.
No, they beat us anyway.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm Joe. I'm Jim. And we're here to compete in the Ultimate Superfan Trivia Challenge. Today, the 3 of us are going to be taking on Gary Dell'Abate, Fred Norris, and for the first time ever competing in one of these contests, Howard himself. Guys, what do you think?
We're ready. I feel good.
I think Howard is the greatest radio personality of all time, but if I remember correctly, not the greatest at trivia.
Right, he's a terrible memory, but the show member with probably the best memory, Gary.
Yeah, oh, hey.
He'll be competing.
Yep.
Fred's no chump.
No, that's right. He's no slouch himself, so.
But I still got confidence the 3 of us with our combined knowledge can overtake their combined knowledge. Not taking anything away from Gary, Fred, or Howard himself, but I think the 3 of us, we could take him down.
So, Vinny, welcome back to the show. It's been a long time.
Yes, very long.
And you're here to host the Ultimate Superfan Trivia Contest.
Exactly. Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Yes. I don't know. There's not a lot of information floating around here. You can see right now I'm just getting the questions, of which basically I've written half of them for the competition.
So it's last-minute prep, to say the least.
Totally last-minute prep. I kept on getting emails from Jason. First I get the call. It's like, hey, you want to host this? I'm like, wow, that would be greid. And then I start getting these emails from John Hine. Hey, it's great that you're hosting. We need questions. I'm like, what? Like, why do I have to write the questions? I have to do that too? And I thought they were just needed extra questions. I figured they had their own batch, and I kept on getting these emails. Where are the questions? I'm like, oh my God, they're looking at me to supply the questions for the show. So I did about 30 of them, and I'm happy to see that a lot of them made the cut here. I think they're really good.
You're an all-in-one host.
All-in-one host, man, except I don't have my blue tuxedo.
Got to go. Okay, this is for Fred on this team and Steve on this team, and then ask the question, or else Gary's going to just keep buzzing in on everything. And you don't want to hear Howard.
The person on each team.
Yeah, they have to know they're up at bat.
You want to hear Howard try and get a question, or else Gary's going to try and answer everything.
And how will Vinny know what order to go in? Will it just be will he move from right to left or left to right?
Can I do it? Oh, yeah, I can't do it out right now. I can't map it out.
I would go closest out, like Family Feud kind of. First person, then the next person, then the next person.
Right. You mean the closest out. Okay.
Right. The other thing, if you can keep in the back of your head as you're going through it, there's some questions here. I don't know if we want to ask Gary a question about Gary.
Absolutely.
You can ask Howard a question about Howard, because I think that's funny. If you ask Howard what the original title of his book was, he'll know it, but it'd be funny if he didn't. So
skip around.
Be wary of that. I don't want to skip around, but try not to. I mean, Howard may also take over, and Robin may go into Howard's slot, and you may lose your job.
This is a fucking train wreck.
It's a train wreck?
Right. But wait, more importantly...
No, I'm going to be fine. The wheels are going to fall off midway.
Read through these and make sure you're cool.
Okay, right.
Come on, Vinny. You could
a lot of them.
I have confidence.
Do you think Link Martindale ever said that Card Sharks was going to be a train wreck?
Gambit was a bitch.
Nice reference.
Are you guys cool?
You guys
we'll all be in there. They're going to be on Fred's board.
Okay,
I'm going to be in your line of sight.
Excellent, guys. I'm in your hands.
All right, Vinny.
All right, buddy. Thank you. That won't happen.
So the way this is going to work is it's going to be a round of easy questions, 5-point questions. You guys will go back and forth.
Tell me, I'm a contestant.
Right. I just want to make sure you're comfortable with this.
Howard's up, then they're up.
So how many of these? So Vinny's going to make the call on how many of these we want to do in the first round, second round.
It's very complicated. It's very complicated.
Well, if I want to cut it off, I'll cut it off.
And then, so the final round was going to be...
We've been down this road before.
Should we set them?
Bring them in there.
Are you ready to... Hey, can I...
So when you interview, they'll be over there. This button will be there. 3 microphones. I have control over there.
Wait, say that again?
Okay, when you interview the contestants, they're going to be over there on the right.
Okay, got it.
This
That's the
fader is for their mics.
Okay.
Okay. I have control. Then when you get up, you go over there.
Use that.
You can pick up these headphones.
And you'll run the board.
Evan will be over here. I'll be over there. He'll be
Okay, good. Excellent. All right. See, it takes 2 men to do it.
I'm taking 50% of the credit. Let's talk.
Excellent. Well, that you deserve. Oh, look who's over there. Vinny Favale and
Vinny
three
is in place.
Superfans. I'm hopped up this morning, huh? I'm like shot out of a fucking cannon. Should be this awake every morning. Vinny's on podium. Who's that?
I don't know.
I'm responsible for this catastrophe.
I'm 100% responsible.
Now get ready for a
Evan
compliment
had
later,
nothing to
Scott.
do with this.
First of all, Vinny Favale used to work with us closely at CBS. He was good enough to come over. He had to rip himself away from the David Letterman show, where he is executive vice president, late night, East Coast.
Not executive vice.
What are you?
Just regular vice president.
And you look good. You've lost. How much weight have you lost in total since we worked with you?
I would say between 50 and 60.
Yeah, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You're like half a person.
Yeah, people say my head is too big, though.
Your head was always large.
But how do you lose weight in your head? Like, people still find ways to criticize me. I've lost like 60 pounds, but your head's too big.
I asked Vinny to host Superfan Trivia because whenever Vinny hosts anything for us, people love to complain and say Vinny sucks and they hate him.
Let me tell you something. I could tell you I'm going to suck right now. I'm so confused already.
You have your questions. You don't let these guys look at their questions. What's the matter with you?
I hope he's
Doug, you're not going to show them, right?
They're
retarded. Now, Vinny will be the host because obviously I am one of the contestants.
You're a contestant.
Fred, Gary, and myself will team up against 3 players. We have some super fans here. Our first super fan is Jimmy W. Jimmy, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Very good. And
That looks like a lineup, Howard.
I know. That looks like double trouble. Triple trouble. Jimmy has listened to the Howard Stern Show every day since 1996. You haven't missed a show?
No.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, if I missed one, I'd hear it on tape or something.
All right. Jimmy.
Howard Stern Superfan.
Oh, they had an intro.
Stern Superfan.
Thank you. We're not playing the game yet. I'm just talking to the guys. Once we go to the game.
I'm anxious.
All right. Vinny's going to need all the help he can get, so you'll need music and sound effects.
You're not kidding.
Are you really nervous about this?
I'm not nervous. I'm nervous about actually all the information that I was just given before.
Who wrote the questions for Superfan Trivia?
Well, apparently I did. I wrote, I just thought I was coming in to host, and then they're like, we need questions.
Oh, you mean, when did they get to you about this?
Well, to host about like a week ago, and then questions like 4 days ago.
Jesus Christ.
But they're actually very, very hard. I'd be surprised if you got any.
I guarantee I won't get any of them. I don't know anything about this.
Super hard.
But what
I guarantee Jim W will kick my ass in any Howard Stern trivia.
What's even harder is the format of the game, which we'll get into when we start playing. Very complicated.
Jim, are you unemployed? That 1996. I mean, you've been listening to every show. Do you tape them or something? Because you have to go to work.
Yeah, I can listen at work.
I see.
I mean, sometimes I'm a day late. On my ass 50 because we don't get good reception where I work. But
Jim works in the auto industry. Jim's been dating his girlfriend for 7 years. Jim had a vasectomy when he was 23 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Did you had kids young?
Yeah, I had 3 kids and was snipped by the time I was 23.
And
I knew everything.
And then it says you got divorced a year later.
Yeah.
And now you have a new girlfriend. What if she's going to want kids? You have to get it reversed?
They got in there once, man. I don't think they're getting back in.
I see.
It didn't, when they shot me with the, whatever the painkiller is, it kind of didn't go all the way to the other side, so I felt it.
You felt it?
Yeah, so they're not getting, that fucked me up for a long time, man. They ain't getting
You're
back in.
not letting them back at you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do I need any more kids?
All right, Jim, no, you don't. You don't. Jim is 33 years old and he lives in Wayne, Michigan. Okay. Yeah. Joe, you're a super fan as well. Is that correct?
Most certainly.
Hi, Joe. Joe's listened to the show every day since 1988.
Well, not listen to the show, but it was the pay-per-views and TV special, the old Channel 9 show, and then since we got it in our area, early 90s to now, I think I've missed one show.
How did we find you guys? Is it through what? Did you email us, or has that how it worked?
contest on the email.
I see. Okay. Joe attended the New York premiere of Private Parts in 1997. Wasn't that a great event?
It was awesome. We were, my friend and I, Pete, we were front row on the red carpet where the turn came, where you guys came out of the car right into the building. We were right there, dab smack. It was awesome.
I don't remember a lot of the premiere, except the fact that it was big. I mean, it was like a wild time in New York City, wasn't it?
It certainly was. The Pope Mobile that you came in.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. I was very full of myself, didn't I? I hopped out of the Pope Mobile, did some interviews, and quickly jumped on stage to perform 2 songs with Rob Zombie at MTV.
Yeah.
And it was all on
MTV.
MTV.
Can you imagine? That must have been insane. What am I doing on a stage with Rob Zombie? But there I was.
Killing it. That's
Killing
what you're doing.
it. Nailing it.
Yes.
Winning. Joe's been married 5 years. They're expecting their first child in October. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe's a huge comic book nerd.
Most certainly.
Me too.
Did you miss Comic-Con?
San Diego is... it's too big. It's less about the comics and more about the TV and the movies and everything else like that. Baltimore is coming up where it's, it's more pure, like Stan Lee.
Purist.
Yes,
Well,
Stan Lee.
Comic-Con lost its way in a sense because of its big quality, that it's gone too Hollywood. The true fans don't really get enough comic book stuff. Is that what you're saying?
I would have to say that San Diego's been that way for the last 3 or 4 years.
Baltimore's the thing, right?
Baltimore's a good one. Mid-Ohio has a good one. There's a lot of like smaller ones that are coming up. And hey, Stan Lee is going to be at this one.
Stan Lee, the legendary Stan Lee, the inventor of Marvel Comics, the man who really is responsible for Iron Man, Spider-Man. They're true,
certainly
original Stan Lee.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Do you dress up?
No.
Thank God. I'd throw you right out of here.
I'd throw myself out.
Right. I might go with you to the Baltimore one. I'm going as Spider-Man.
But if you did dress up, what would you be?
What?
I said if he did dress up, what would he be?
What is your favorite comic book hero?
Well, if I was to dress up, I'd go as Darth Nihilus.
Yes.
But...
Darth Nihilus.
No, I would go as Captain Cold from the Flash comic books.
Very nice. Peter, you are our third contestant. I'm getting away from Joe. Peter,
I can't get away from him, Howard.
You've listened to the show every day since 1982.
82.
Now, you know all you guys together are going to depend on one another to win this thing. If you beat us, you know that thanks to our good friends at Bud Light, you're playing for that Port Paradise cruise, and you're playing for $2,500 each.
So they're playing as a team.
They're playing it. Well, yeah,
They can't help each other. Well, they're playing as a team, but when they're answering the questions, they
But
can't
their
help.
scores are combined.
At the end,
That's
but
right.
they can't help each other.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. So you get your work cut out for you, but that's a hell of a nice price. $2,500 a piece. I thought it was $2,500 for the
And
three
you had
of
to
you.
fight over it.
Yeah. But you're talking about a very sizable prize here.
Yeah.
And a cruise.
What would you do with the money, Peter, if you win?
My wife's 40th birthday's coming up, so I'll get her something nice with the winnings.
Get her one of those Birkin bags or some shit?
Well, I don't know about that, Howard.
right.
That's a little too crazy.
A lot of steep money there. Pete's listened to the show since 1982. Pete's favorite person on the show is, guess who, Robin?
Who?
Fred.
Of course.
Why Fred? I don't feel he does that much.
I don't know. I just when Fred's ready to
I talk
to
the
hit,
whole time.
I know, but when Fred's ready with the sound effects, it just I think it and it's there.
I don't
he
see
hits
how
it.
I can be your favorite person on the
Well,
show.
come on.
I
I mean,
You know
I
what?
really
I
am.
like-
Everybody
He's
says
like-
everybody says you.
I see.
He's like when, we were growing up and there were Beatle cards and
Right.
everybody was collecting Paul and John.
And then you meet some assholes into Ringo.
Yeah, that's what he is.
That's George. I can't be Ringo.
Yeah, Fred's not
Jackie's
Ringo.
Ringo.
No, Fred is the back. You would describe Fred, I suppose, as the backbone of the show. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yep.
would too. My back is killing me. Let's see what else. You got your wife's birthday. You've been married 13 years. You got an 8-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
And you're 40 years old and you live in Chesterfield, New Jersey.
That's
Okay,
right,
Pete,
yep.
that's good. All right, listen to me. I wish you boys luck. I am now going to take positions with Fred and Gary. You will compete against us in the ultimate Superfan fan relay.
Howard Stern Superfan. Howard Stern Superfan. Howard Stern Superfan. Howard Stern Superfan.
I don't hear myself.
There you are.
Oh, there I am. Okay, there we go.
Superfan.
I don't hear Robin. Boys, another fine setup. There she is. Okay.
We can tell that Scott might be responsible for this sound.
All right. How much are you responsible? Oh, he says now he's only 10% responsible.
No, I was holding the door.
All right. Remember, the boys over there are playing for $2,500 apiece if they beat myself, Gary, and Fred. I'm going to turn it over to Vincent Favale, who all fans hate, and we'll be discussing with his performance today. Go ahead, Vince.
Okay, you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Ready, let's go.
Okay, now, actually, I have one technical question. How do I tell who buzzed in first?
There's no buzzing.
I know, but
You
everybody
don't need a buzzer.
We're going one at a time.
Holy
No,
mackerel.
no. Here's how it works. This is the way I
No,
understand it.
no,
Seriously.
Vinny,
Gary, tell him how it works.
Okay.
What kind of show is this?
We went over it. We could flip a coin, but in
How
this
many
case,
times did you go over it?
We're not
Can
even
I tell you what I know?
Vinny,
I blame you, Gary.
All
Stop.
right, there's chaos already.
Vinny, stop.
Throw Vinny out of here.
The fans will go first. Jim W. is up for the first question. Yes.
Okay. All right.
John shaking his head. Yes, John and I talking about
wait.
this.
That's the way it works.
Okay.
No,
I was told the first question is for the fans, but in teams. So, for instance, the first pair is Howard.
I just told you what it is.
Okay, the first question is for the fans. It's 5 points. Okay,
No, it's for Jim W.
Jim
specific.
W.
Yes, I know. They're playing.
You're
as
the
a team.
shittiest
Okay,
fucking host. You really are,
Okay.
Vinny. You suck.
Jim, this one's for you.
right.
Before he became Baba Booey, what was Gary's nickname on the show?
Boy Gary.
Correct. All right.
For
very
5
good.
points.
Wow.
Okay, this one goes to you guys. This is John for Howard, right?
Oh, my God,
Okay.
Vinny. You're the worst host. You
Howard.
don't even know the game.
What title did you originally want to use for your first book, Private Parts?
I'm going to say Mein Kampf.
Very good.
Thank you.
Correct.
Now you have 5 points.
Okay, back
That's
to the
right,
fans.
Robin.
Okay,
All right.
Joe, you ready?
Yes.
What
By the way, Vinny, don't ask everyone if they're ready. They're fucking ready. They've been ready for
They
hours.
came to
We've
do
This
established
guy's
that
got
they're
up at
ready.
2 in the morning. They're ready.
What cable network did Son of a Beach air on?
FX.
Correct. Very good. Okay, this next question for...
These are 5-pointers. That's why they're so easy.
Okay, for the Stern team. Now, this is an audio question, so please wait till the audio plays. Before
This is
you
for
answer.
me,
It's for
right?
Gary,
Okay.
right.
No.
You ready, Gary? Okay. Who is the foul-mouthed baseball owner that Billy West is screeching?
Oh, it was just my imagination there. I'm seeing black ghosts. Oh, God. So all I want to say is good luck, Howard. Let me rub some dead dog hair on you.
That is Marge Shot.
Very good. Correct.
The legendary Billy West.
Back to the fans. Who was the DJ who preceded Howard's morning show for many years and was nicknamed the Nightbird? And that goes for Peter.
Peter.
Allison Steele.
Correct. Wow.
That's right.
Everybody's spot on. What
You
are
almost choked there.
I almost.
That was an easy one.
I know.
Okay, back to the
The
Stern show.
Nightbird,
And Fred.
fly,
Yes, sir.
come fly with me. Fly, fly away, fly, all of New York and the tri-state area. Fly with the Nightbird, Allison Steele. All right, go ahead. Ben.
Okay, Fred, this one was for you. Who was banned from the show after punching Stuttering John?
That would be AJ Benza.
Correct.
Correct, Freddie.
All right, they've been 100% so far, so the score is tied.
Tied all around.
15-15.
Back to the fans. We start back at the top. Jim, you ready?
Yes.
Stop saying you're ready.
It's a nervous tick,
Just say, Jim, here's your question.
All right,
you don't
Vinny.
even have to say that. Just say, Jim, and read the question.
Still 5-point questions we're on here,
We're
Vinny?
still on 5 points, okay?
Just tell him what
Don't
to
look
do.
over my shoulder, Howard.
Right.
Jim, F. Timmy refers to what type of animal that Jackie owned?
A cat.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good. Okay, Howard, back
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
What was Robin's score on Dr. Drew's narcissism test?
Oh, shit. 34.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh!
Remember that.
Joe, for 5 points, what was the name of Riley Martin's original co-host?
Ooh, that's a good
That's
one.
a toughie.
If he knows this, he's good.
I know Eron's the current one.
That's correct.
I'm going to go with Eron. I know.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Wrong, sorry. Curtis Cooperman.
I was supposed to get that one. No, she's supposed to come back to me. I had the answer.
Oh,
when he gets the turn, it comes to me.
Oh.
You're right. You're right.
Well, that's good. They lost.
God, well,
I know, but I had it. They lost, and I would have got it.
Yeah, why didn't you say, Gary, you get your
screwed up.
turn? You
I just
fucking
got the
suck,
rules 2
Vinny.
minutes before I got in
The
here.
fans are correct. This is the last time you're hosting.
There was no pre-dating.
Why did you say, all right, Joe, you got that wrong. Let's go to Gary if he can steal.
Gary, you want to
I
take
forgot.
Curtis Cooperman.
You will
All
get
right,
the next one in place of
Gary's
Okay,
on.
Gary, this is an audio question, so please wait.
He keeps getting audio questions.
What was Sal apologizing for when he said these infamous words?
Hi, this is Sal Governale.
Oh, just that's it?
That's it.
Any more?
What was he apologizing for? He was apologizing for saying that white women shouldn't date black men.
Correct.
Wow, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Would you have gotten that, Fred?
Not
Honestly,
from that.
me neither.
Not from that length of
Back-
clip.
Back to the fans.
I wouldn't have gotten
Okay, this one is for Peter. What are the official station call letters of DC 101?
WWDC.
Very good. Correct.
Yeah, I could have stolen.
Amazing.
That's right. I knew
Fred,
Yes, sir.
what Van Halen song is on the Private Parts soundtrack?
Oh, man. Running with the Devil.
Wrong.
Fred is the weak
How
link.
dare you? I couldn't get that either.
Peter, this is your shot.
Shh.
You already got me.
Oh,
Jim.
Jim, this is your
Suck,
shot.
Vinny.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark. Is it You Really Got Me?
Nope, wrong.
Can I get another chance?
I go now. I go, right?
Yes, let's let Howard do it.
Are we going back?
Repeat the fucking question.
Okay. What Van Halen song is on the Private Parts soundtrack?
You put together this soundtrack.
You really got me.
No.
Did Fred say that?
No.
Said it. Jim said
Jim said
Yeah.
it.
I think I know what it is.
It was in the movie.
Let's go back to the fans, and then we'll go back to the.
Okay,
Joe.
You know what? I just said the same thing as Jim. I suck.
I have no idea.
All right,
I suck as a host. You suck as a host.
Keep going.
Okay,
I
Gary.
know it next time.
All right, go ahead, Gary. Oh no, it's not Gary. I just went.
Yes, it is.
It's this guy, right?
Back and forth.
Now.
Okay, go ahead.
But still the same question.
I got it. Jamie's crying?
Correct.
That's it.
You were eventually
well,
correct.
now you know.
I knew that. I can't believe I guessed the same thing the previous batch.
Sean, help me. Who goes
You
next
see how
here?
that happens?
I thought maybe it
Which
would
guy?
work this time. All right, go ahead.
Joe? Peter.
No, Peter.
Okay, Peter.
Vinny, all you got to do is keep track of whose turn it is.
Okay, Joe. It goes to Joe. Sorry.
No,
Joe just went.
No, according to
It's Peter.
Peter.
Hey, Vinny, I hope your play fails. Well, it is already failing. So who cares?
Here at the musical blackout. What is the first name of Benji's uncle that he wishes to remain unspoken?
Detlef.
Correct.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Back here.
What is the score, by the way? We now have some
The
discrepancy
score
in the
is
score.
it's a tie. 30 for the fans, 30 for the staff.
All right, go ahead.
But I think it was his grandfather.
Okay, that actually. Okay, this is the
Is that
last.
the end of
this
the
is the last
five-pound?
question of the first round. You ready? Let's goes to Fred. What was the name of the summer camp that Howard attended?
Well met.
Correct. Camp Well Met. We'll take that.
Should we take a break now?
Yes,
All
much
right.
needed break.
And then we can
Yes,
sit.
because there's a lot
Absolutely.
of tension in the room.
Well, no, there's not a lot of tension. It's a tension between me and Vinny because I'm going to explain the game to him. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Listen to me, Vinny. We went over this 97.
You guys did. I did.
Yeah, why didn't they go over it with you?
Yeah. Well, you know.
and you started doing shtick with Howard.
No, I wasn't.
To the rules.
Well, if that was the first time I was hearing it, I still
No,
would be
he should have been
confused.
briefed before the show.
Yeah, no.
Come
John
on.
did that, but it's a very confusing format. But I got it. I can't get the pairs. I can't
Next
keep track
time,
of
you
the
know what you
pairs.
do? You put 6 people up and let them practice.
Yeah, to see that would have been great.
Or we let John do it.
Look at Will throwing me under the bus.
So second round, just one, back and forth.
Back and forth.
Okay, just keep it moving. If
Okay.
they get it wrong, they get a chance to steal.
Next time you host.
And they let it fly. And then final round. Okay,
Right.
whoever's losing at that
Right.
point, you go to that team and you go, okay, here's your 25,
Got it.
whatever the point value
You got
is.
Bud Light coming up first.
So I can, and I'll just,
Right.
Hey, Vinny,
Yeah.
And then Howard will tell you how long.
Just, no, once again, just try to mention the points more.
Got it.
You know, so people know what's.
We're starting off with the tie.
It's like doing radio on
Right.
baseball on radio.
Got it. I do that all the time.
We go back to our confused host, who, by the way, did not end his confusion during the commercials. I barely paid attention to him. He talked about his incredible weight loss as opposed to the contest. And now let's go back to Vinny Favale.
Okay, now the fans, just if you keep it track at home, the fans are down by 5 points. So, guys, you got to pull it together here. You ready?
Fuck
Here
you,
we go.
fans. We're winning.
Hey, you guys don't want them not to win the $2,500.
Hey-o. We're very competitive. We're playing to win.
Okay, Jim, here we go.
Point value on these questions?
Point value is now up to 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got a shot here.
Nice. You guys lose, you have to lick our assholes.
Ooh.
But we're not gay.
Who were the original members of the Losers? I need the names of all the losers. This one's for Jim.
Okay, Scott Salem, Howard Stern, Fred Norris, Jackie Martling, John Melendez.
Correct.
Very good.
Good answer.
Okay.
I couldn't have done that. I forgot about Jackie completely.
Although I
and
quibble
John
with
Melendez.
John
Yeah.
was barely a part of it.
He was part of it, be honest. Okay, go
Fred,
ahead. You
they're
just
ahead
don't
of you now. This is an audio question. Wait for the answer.
Uncle.
What was Jackie Martling apologizing for when he said this? Wait for the audio.
It's stupid, and I'll never do anything like that again. And I love you, and I'm very sorry, and I'm very sincere. And don't please don't make it.
I know this.
Of course.
Do you want the long answer or the short
The short
one?
answer.
short answer.
The shortest answer
I'm trying to bring
possible.
it
He was
down.
apologizing. He said the Jessica Hahn incident is when he was in the bathtub in Philly.
I can't believe that was part
You
of the
played
tape.
the answer.
That was them. They cut the tape. I
Who
just got
cut the
question.
tape? What fucking morons.
You can't fit
Thank
that on
goodness
Dave.
Fred was talking
What
over
happened,
that
Johnny?
part.
We cut the tape. That was me. That was my fault. I'll take responsibility.
Well, he had the answer anyway, so.
Okay,
Or
here we
if
go.
you want,
Come on.
in all
And,
fairness, you
and
want
basically, he took his underwear and threw it in the backyard, and I guess you discovered all
That's
the
too
mayhem.
much information. Forget
All
it.
right,
There you
ahead.
go.
Okay.
Just proving I know.
This one is going to Joe. Okay, Joe? What sportcaster uttered the words "lest anyone think" during the OJ prank?
That was Al Michaels.
Correct.
Very nice.
All right, very good.
I'm the worst.
Fans are up.
I don't even know if I could have remembered his name.
Fans are up 50 to 45.
I'm actually nervous. Go ahead.
Howard, it's your turn.
Gary, this one's...
No, it's for Howard.
It's for me,
Howard,
Vinny.
sorry,
Vinny, stop showing the answers to Jim W.
What? It's the way they set me up. They put me right on top of you guys.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Howard, what line of yours inspired Kid Rock to use it in one of his songs? It was a line that you said many years ago.
Balls in your mouth.
Correct.
Yes. Hey-oh.
Very good.
Howard Stern, super fan.
Okay.
Howard Stern, super fan.
Guys, this is for 10 points. These guys are ahead of you. Okay. All right. Who's up next here? Peter. Okay, Pete. What writer from the Channel 9 show became a reality show mega producer? He was on the Channel 9 show.
Mark Cronin.
Correct.
Correct. Sold his company for millions of dollars to Endemol.
And the fans pull ahead.
No one thought he'd be successful.
And it's Gary's turn.
Okay, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that.
Both, I'll get it up. Don't
Gary,
worry.
it's on you. At Howard's 1997 birthday show, who was called in while laying in a coffin? Who called in while laying in a coffin?
Wait a second. At Howard's birthday show.
At Howard's 1997 birthday show, who called in while laying in a coffin? I did not write this one.
Who called into the birthday show in 1997
that you
While
produced?
lying in a coffin.
while laying in a coffin? I'm going to take a wild guess and say John DeBella.
Wrong.
No, Gary.
Both.
Okay, hold on,
Robin, shut up. You know one thing and now you're a fucking
I think
expert?
I'm
I've
going
known all of these answers.
All right, go ahead.
Joe, here's your shot to really pull ahead.
Pull ahead, baby.
Morton Downey Jr.
Correct.
Wow. He said he was laying in a car.
The fans are at 70 points.
What kind of questions?
They're on fire.
Wow, those guys are good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good.
How come you didn't know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
And I booked him.
You booked them.
I probably told him to get in the coffin. I don't remember.
and he literally was laying in a coffin.
That's what they say.
All right.
You are the producer, right?
What, Joe? Joe,
He, many times on the air, you had said that he was going to die of cancer. And I guess it was lined up. He immediately showed up. I remember it on the E! Show very vividly. It opens up. He's smoking a cigarette. And he goes, "I'm not dead yet, Howard."
Yeah.
Wow. And then it began from there.
Who's laughing now? You won that.
Fred.
Show them the answers.
Okay, they
He's
can't
the
read.
worst host. Go
Look
ahead.
where they put me. Fred,
Yes, sir.
what artist name did Sal use when he recorded this instant classic? Wait for the audio. We have to hear all.
Oh,
I was going to say, can't we cut this?
Go ahead, Fred.
G-Man?
Correct.
Wow, I wouldn't have known that.
I was going with Candy Rapper.
What is the score?
What's the
Score
score,
now
Billy?
is the fans are at 70, the staff's at 65.
Uh-oh, you guys are lagging.
Okay, guys, 10 points. We got a few more
lagging.
questions left here. Okay, this one is going for, I believe, Joe, right? Who goes next?
You're asking.
No,
You're the host.
Jim. I'm
All
sorry.
right, go ahead, Jim.
Jim, which longtime guest?
This is your last appearance here.
Jim, which longtime guest's private parts were referred to as being like a snapping gyro?
Oh, this is good. I got this one. Shh.
It's on Jim.
I'm gonna
Snapping gyro. Siobhan?
Nope.
Go get him, Howard.
Here I go. No. The guest that was referred to as having snapping gyro was Jessica Hahn.
That's correct.
Now,
75 points.
that means you guys have moved ahead.
I brought us to a lead despite Gary's lack of knowledge about the show.
Okay, we've got 3 more 10-point questions before we get to the super questions.
Who knew
Okay?
Gary would be the weak link?
Jim, you're next. What was the original name of Howard's band
No,
Electric?
Is it me? I got the
Joe's turn.
last one.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, Vinny, you're
What
so
was-
bad as a host.
Robin, could you just tell me who goes next on the next one so I don't make a fool
You
of myself?
can't even
every
remember
time?
who goes next?
What
Are you
was-
straightening your hair?
No, the headphones keep on putting it off of my eyes.
Okay. He's trying to look hot.
Well, this is HD now.
All right, go ahead.
Last time I was here was FM.
When's the last time Letterman put you on the show and let you plug that fucking play of yours? 0 times, right? You're the vice president.
0.0.
And he doesn't- Has he ever let you plug your play?
No, there's not enough time.
Exactly.
He doesn't have a 6-hour show.
All right, clog my show up with those plugs.
What was the original name of Howard's band Electric comic book?
Come on, Joe.
No idea.
Wow, Gary, you have a shot here.
I believe, was that the Plumbers Union?
Correct.
Wow.
Very nice.
You guys have a commanding
Guys, you're down
lead
by
now.
15 points. Okay, the Stern guys have 85. These are 10-point questions. You get 2 of these right, you're ahead again.
All
Okay?
right. Joe, what happened there?
I should know. Most of my family's in the plumbers union.
Plumbers union.
All right, Peter, it's up to you.
Okay, Peter, pressure's on.
right.
Which, for 10 points, which fitness guru named Howard's daughter Ashley?
Richard Simmons.
Correct.
That's correct. That is correct. That brings you up to 80 points, fans, and we're at 85.
Fred?
Yes, sir.
This is the last of the 10-point questions.
All right.
Throw the question. Let's
Fred picked up the nickname Earth Dog from what predecessor at DC 101?
Brent.
Correct.
Wow.
That was an easy one.
Of course, that was all about him.
Question about himself.
I wouldn't have known
That
that.
was the last one left. Okay, here we go.
They gave you a Fred question.
Wait a second.
It makes no sense.
Vinny, why in your mind wouldn't you kind of switch that?
Well, hold on.
It was
John
the
Hine wants to
last
say
one.
something.
It was
Go
the
ahead,
last
John.
one.
Vin,
Yeah.
I said if you have a Fred question, don't ask Fred.
All right, I'm discounting that question.
Take that off.
Take it back
Give
and give
him
him a
another
different one.
question.
That's not fair to the fans.
All right, Vinny, recap the scores, and let's go to the final round, which is 25
There we
point
go.
question.
The staff has 85 points. All right, the fans have 80. They're up by 15 points.
And the host is so bad we had to 15.
And-
It's 5 points. Vinny, what's going on with you?
I'm not used to being up this early.
All right, go ahead.
I haven't had my coffee yet. But in my defense, it was the last 10-point question. I had no other question to choose from.
I see. So take one.
I'm going to take one from
Give. You know what? That's fine. Just
We're good.
Forget it. Just let's go to the 25-point question.
There we go. Fred.
Yes, sir.
On 9/11.
Is this 25
But wait,
points?
Fred just
he's
answered.
giving him another
25
question.
points.
We were disqualifying.
I
and doing it
disqualified the question. Let's go to the 25-point
again. For
question.
these guys. Okay.
No. Here we go. It's 85 for us.
Yes.
The fans have 80.
All right.
We're now moving to the 25-point bonus situation. Remember,
Where
guys,
anyone could win.
you guys can commiserate during this. You can have a dialogue between yourselves. You're allowed to help each other out. Now, you're getting the first question. Vinny, back to you.
Okay. You ready, guys? On 9/11, Scott the engineer drove Robin Quivers to New Jersey. Who was the other passenger in the car?
Guys, take your time answering this. This is for 25 points. They are taking their headphone off, and don't say anything, boys. It seems that Robin and Scott were in the car at 9/11.
There was somebody else in the car.
There's somebody else in the car. That's a good question. I always thought it was Robin and Scott alone. I'm not going to say anything. How long are you going to let those guys commiserate?
Okay, guys.
Vinny's watching you. He doesn't care about the game.
Vinny,
Okay, guys,
Vinny
that's
is
it.
like watching me. He's hypnized
You know
by
what it
me.
is? I'm basically listening to the show, only
Right.
up here.
Yeah, well, Vinny,
That's
you're the
a mistake.
host.
I know.
keep things moving.
All right,
I
boys.
forgot. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
On 9/11, Scott the engineer drove Robin Quivers to Jersey. Who was the other passenger in the car? You get this right, you win.
I don't know his real name, but was it Wood Yee?
Correct. That
Wow. You guys,
Correct answer.
don't they win?
They win.
They won.
They won.
Oh, we just won.
Our national nightmare is over.
If we had gotten a chance at a 25-point question,
What
what would
would it
our
have
question
been?
have been?
Who was the first Howard Stern 100 News reporter to give a news update on Howard's show at Sirius?
Hold on. Let us commiserate.
The first one ever?
Let us commiserate.
Was Ralph the first guy here ever?
Ralph was not.
No, he was not
Robin,
on
you're not
Howard
allowed to
100,
commiserate.
right?
So there's Ralph. There's I think I know who it is.
Who is it?
I think it was probably that George Flowers guy.
What do you think, Fred?
Let me rephrase the question in
Wait,
case.
what?
Just want to make sure you guys understand the question. What was the first Howard 100 News reporter to give a news update on Howard's show at Sirius?
On Howard's show.
I don't understand the question. So
Who came in when we
let
started?
me commiserate like this.
Well, it was either one or two.
Yeah, when we started doing the
What is
show
the answer?
live.
What is the answer, Gary?
It's either George. Did George used to come in and do it?
No, he never came in.
Okay, so it's either it's Langford or Lisa.
No.
Penny.
It was either. I'm almost thinking it was Penny.
Wow.
Let's go with Penny.
You
'cause I
guys
can't-
are going to lose.
I'm bored to death.
You would have lost anyway.
You're
we
wrong.
say Penny Crone.
Nope, George Flowers.
I never thought George came in here.
I've got one more great question for you.
All right, go ahead. We'll commiserate.
What was the name of your running mate when you ran for governor of New York?
Oh, easy.
You know it, Howard?
What? I don't. Let me think if I can remember.
Because we thought for sure that you know this one.
I know the
Was it
first
Noel Biederman?
No.
Okay, let me think. Was Noel Biederman ever involved in my campaign?
No.
All right, I think I remember the guy's name. Let me think for a second. I'm commiserating with myself right now. All right, I ran for governor. I remember that. I remember.
And you had a running mate.
I remember taking acid in 1973, and I don't
You've
remember
been too
much
far
else.
back.
I went too far back in the catalog. Let's see. I ran with a guy named Dworkin. Stan Dworkin.
Yes.
But it means nothing. It means nothing.
You want one more?
What means nothing?
Yeah, one more.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. You won the money already. Go ahead.
Don't worry.
Give me one more.
Who was the celebrity judge of the Miss Butterface contest in Las Vegas?
Oh,
Let me think.
I got it.
Oh, I know who it
Wait,
was.
let me have some commiserating.
Miss Butterface was the one on. Weren't there two?
Joe Rogan.
Wasn't there one? Did we do one on stage?
Stand working.
See, I thought we did that contest.
What is the question again?
Who was the celebrity judge
Gary.
for
Who
the
was
Miss Butterface contest?
Joe Rogan.
No.
No.
Jimmy Kimmel.
No.
I want to say
Joe Rogan.
What's the guy? The SNL guy.
Jimmy Kimmel.
No.
Rob Schneider.
Deuce Bigelow. Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
I'm going to say Rob Schneider.
Correct.
Thank you.
Howard, you're the best.
All right, boys, listen.
What else did they get?
Guys, first of all, you each won $2,500. Jim, what are you going to do with the money?
I don't know. Maybe I'll buy an engagement ring.
Oh.
Maybe I'll get the vasectomy reversed.
She going to want to marry you if you can't have kids?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think so.
Joe, what are you going to do with the $2,500?
I was going to invest in Vinny's play, but it's actually all going to the baby.
Very good. Yeah, smart man.
Breaking my
And Peter, what did you say you're going to do? You told us
I
before.
said my wife's birthday, 40th is coming up, so.
How much of that $2,500 will you spend on your wife's birthday?
I don't know.
Maybe 100? Take the rest of the strip club and blow it.
Maybe 500.
500. All right, that's very generous. And now, Vinny Favale, thank you for hosting.
Thank you, guys.
You almost ruined
I
the entire.
apologize.
All right, thank you, Vinny,
Thank you very much,
Executive
all.
Vice President at Late Night for David Letterman, East Coast.
Executive control.
And Robin,
That's it.
Superfan.
Thank you, Robin.
Another edition of
Superfan. 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 Stern. Superfan. Howard Stern. Superfan. Howard Stern. Superfan. Everybody. Howard Stern. Superfan. We'll be back right after these words.
Hey, listen, congratulations.
Thanks, Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you.
The wives are happy.
I don't know if but anyone who's staying late today, I'd love to have you up on Superfan Roundtable.
You gotta get up here.
All right, so I'll grab all your numbers and stuff on the way out.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Boys, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. You know what I'm saying. You want to do a group picture real quick?
Thank you. Great.
Here, stay right there, boys.
All right.
This feels like if you got to read the real Aquaman.
Yeah. No, Flash.
Batman.
Oh, okay, no Fred. Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Here we go. Come on, Jason, hurry up.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Thank you.
Boys,
Thank you.
good job.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
the
Howard.
money. Enjoy the cruise.
Yes. All right. Thanks.
Enjoy life.
Jason, it was nice meeting you.
Superfan champs.
How you doing?
Way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Took it home.
Yeah, it was we were a little nervous when we found out that Howard was going to be actually playing against us, but as he himself pointed out, he's not that good at trivia.
Right, he's in the throes of it, plus he's got a notoriously short memory.
Yeah, right.
Were the questions too easy? As they seem to, like the staff members seem to think they sort of threw it your way a little bit, but you guys dominated.
I don't know. Did you see him throw it? I think there was.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think it was just some stuff they didn't know.
Well, they gave the one Fred question back because admittedly.
Okay, well, why don't we ask Joe, who was superhero? He would dress up like whenever we go to wherever, Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vinny messed it up, but
Yeah.
But they put up a good fight, but, we came out on top,
Yeah.
3 of us against the 3 of them. This time we won. Maybe next time it might be another story. But it's just a pleasure to be here.
Yeah,
and Jim,
great.
again, I thank Jim so much for getting that last question right.
Yep.
It was all Jim.
Yeah,
Sealed the
thank
deal.
you.
You sealed the
Well,
victory.
I got the Van Halen question wrong.
Yeah,
So,
I got 2 wrong.
It evens it out.
What about the nerve factor when you actually got in the studio and saw, your idols, these people you're such huge fans of? Did it throw you at all?
it was worse. It was worse last night for me.
It threw me a little
Once I got
bit.
here, I was all right.
But they don't act like celebrities. I mean, Howard himself, it seemed to be a very comfortable vibe going on. in the
We've
studio.
seen all this stuff on TV 1,000 times, and now it's happening right in front of your face. Again, it's like some fucking nerdy kid getting to go on the Star Trek set and see Sulu and whoever, It's, it was, I don't know, it worked.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You're leaving
you.
here
Thank you.
champions today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Sal was running Fred's board. They're going to give us tape. And the other thing is, so these two guys and John, we talked about the game every day. They went to Vinny. I didn't want to get too involved with Vinny because I was playing here, but we talked every day. Howard, they promise you, he knew everything. They went everything. Everyone shocked and didn't know. And this is the joke that everyone's saying. The only thing Vinny got right was his plug. But there was a discussion about not giving Fred a Fred question. Right. It was very simple. We knew we were going to start. You go, then you go, then you go. I mean, this was all laid out.
I go. No, Fred doesn't get Fred questions. Gary doesn't get Gary questions. Howard gets Howard questions. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant because Howard doesn't know anything. I mean, what was the discussion?
Like we spent a lot of time. Like I know it didn't look it.
Completely frazzled.
No, I know it didn't look it, but we really went over it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
His brain.
Gary.
Yeah.
Didn't emerge victorious, but that's not really what this contest is about.
Fred grabbed me afterwards. What's that? Fred grabbed me afterwards. He goes, "We could have won."
So did you throw it their way a little bit?
No. I didn't know the Morton Downey question. And other than that, we only got 2 questions wrong: the Morton Downey question and the "What's on the soundtrack" question. Which, by the way, I would like to say they got wrong, and then I stole. Just saying.
You're known for having an incredible memory. Is it tough though with Stern, trivia because you're in the throes of it? You're actually in the day-to-day operations. You're producing.
Yeah, the funny thing was I didn't watch the E show a lot, so I think the reason why that question worked out so well for him was because the visual was ingrained in his head. I probably never even saw Morton Downey in the coffin, so I probably booked him. He probably was in a coffin. I really don't remember that part of it.
So there are gaps in certain things in your day-to-day stuff that make it impossible for some of these questions.
No. I mean, I should have known that. There was no questions that I didn't know except for that one.
So afterwards, you're like, okay.
And we got the one wrong after the fact about the reporter, but I said George Flowers, and everybody talked me out of it. I sort of thought it was George Flowers because I thought any other answer was too obvious.
You seemed happy with the competition. Sometimes in these Stump the Buoy contests, you get a real a-hole that comes.
No, they were all really, really nice, and their wives are here, and they're really, really nice. I said there was nobody in the contest that's like, hey, fuck you, blah blah blah, you big 2000, I'm kicking your ass, blah blah blah. Because then I would have been a dick. So and I would have had to fucking make sure I won. I would have studied.
It's a little easier to concede victory
to nice people.
Right. All right. Good job, Vinny.
Yes, sir.
So, safe to say you had a bit of a rough time hosting today.
Oh my God, it was the worst experience I've ever had in the many years. Even worse than playing the Debbie tapes. It was horrible. It was painful.
Well, in fairness to you, you had a very quick preparation process. This is not how game shows are typically set up and run.
Not only that, and you really need to. I want a full investigation here to clear my name because I actually just discovered. I thought maybe I was wrong, but I went into that studio. I was told that they were buzzers.
I don't deal with the guests. I have to yell at me not to deal with the guests. Sorry, Vinny.
I was told that people would be buzzing in, and that's how I would know. I turned to Doug, and I'm standing there. I was okay, where's the buzzer? He goes, we don't have any buzzers. What do you mean you don't have any buzzers? That's like one of the cornerstones of how people kind of answer the question, because there's no buzzers. So John just told me, John Hine, that he thought there were buzzers too going in, and he discovered it at the same moment that I did. So I was like literally flying a plane without a pilot's license.
And I was in there with you while you were being prepped.
Right.
And in the 25 yards from Richard and Sal's room into the studio, I saw a couple other changes as far as the way you were going to pair the questions and how. So things changed on the fly a bit.
Yes, like for instance, I thought during first of all, the whole pairings thing confused me because it was like sub pairs. You had. To me, the overview was the Stern fans, 3 Super Stern fans are playing 3 of the main people from the show, right?
Right.
Real simple. Then I'm told, well, no, they're answering questions individually, even though they're a team. Okay, so we have to rotate. But you have to then pair each of the fans up with someone from the Stern show, because if they get it wrong, their Stern show counterpart gets to answer the question. And I'm like, all right, now how's that going to work? And then to add to the confusion, one of the people were going to buzz in. So it was going to be like Howard and Pete, and whoever buzzes in first. So the whole thing was horrible.
On top of that, you're trying to be mindful of audio-based questions because there's a different format
exactly.
of asking.
And then one of the audio questions gave the answer away, which sucks is because I wrote that question. I didn't do the technical part, but that was like one of the questions that I wrote. And I was happy that they used a lot of my questions. The March Shot one was also mine, and it was kind of cool to have the audio feature, but to kind of give the answer away in the question was,
I know you're a bit of a super fan yourself.
Yes,
so.
actually, yeah. I was very excited to write some of these questions up because it was like, oh, I wonder if they'll get this, because they were pretty hard, I think.
So it's impossible to have a bad time, even when things go a little bit awry.
Well, yeah, you know, in the moment, it really sucks. I know it's all fun for everyone, and if I were listening at home, I'd be hysterical. What an idiot I was. But right now, not fun. It's not fun, or it's not funny. And you can take this tape to Howard, and he can go shove it up his ass.
Mel, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Alan 3. Hey, now. How you doing?
Hey, now.
Hey, not for nothing, Hal. That was the worst game ever, man. I couldn't understand what was going on.
Me neither.
I couldn't keep up.
Well,
How
Vinny,
did you, the host, didn't understand?
Vinny was, you know what? The talk here during the commercials was so funny because Gary came to me and said the guys had worked this all through with Vinny ahead of time. They'd gone completely over it like 900 times. Here's what was going on behind the scenes. All those guys who were playing us, their wives were in the green room and they were cheering wildly when the guys won. Yeah, they were happy. Listen, $2,500 is a nice amount of money. That's pretty cool. What else was happening, Gary? You said there was a bunch of things.
The other funny thing was, if the guys could put it up on the camera, Sal was running Fred's board and he was so freaked out. His hands were shaking like crazy.
Who put it together, Howard, the game?
Yeah, look at his fingers shaking.
Look at him.
Oh, my God. Sal's a mess. Look at that. We'll show that on TV. Wow, he's got a medical problem, I think.
Hey, Howard.
Look at his handshake.
Whoa.
Is he really that nervous, or does he have a medical condition?
Holy.
I think it's both.
Maybe they just shake, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, Sal, what's going on with your hands? Dude, is that a medical condition?
I think, well, my dad's had it for a very, very long time, and now I'm getting it.
See, hold your hand up.
You know, Parkinson's?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I try not to.
What do you have, Parkinson's disease?
I hope I don't.
Well, what does your dad have? What do they call it?
My dad never went to the doctor. We've been telling him he refuses to go. But
if my hand shook like that, I'd go to the doctor.
You got to see my dad eat soup with a spoon. It looks like he's going through an earthquake. You know, his hand just shakes. He can't even really eat soup anymore with a spoon. But it's only, well, kind of both. But I think it was a combination of my condition and, filling Fred's big shoes. So.
Yeah, you were nervous.
Yeah, but
Boy, Vinny got everything wrong.
What a dope.
Maybe we should put Vinny in the next IQ test.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
He's a worse host than a show producer.
Yeah.
On that Broadway shit that he's pulling off.
I know. Oh, my God. Let's go to Lenny. Lenny, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, I just want to tell you, I know everybody's killing Vinny, but my wife and I went to go see the play when he showed it in New York recently. It's not too bad.
Well, that's not a real
endorsement
plug, yeah.
It's not too bad. Did he say it's not too bad?
No, listen, it was just people reading and performing and sitting on stools,
Right.
So it was good. I mean, my wife and I both liked it. We felt good. It was actually emotional. I mean, recently you were on when Lady Gaga sang for you, you felt teary. We definitely felt teary at the play. I'm not kidding.
I think you felt teary because all your money went to Vinny.
You were there.
Yeah. Let's go to Maggie. Maggie, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. How are
Maggie.
you?
Yeah, in Boston.
How's it going, Howard?
Beautiful.
Excellent game. I mean, Vinny Favale, he's a train wreck, but it just makes it that much more funny.
I almost threw him out a window there. Boy, Vinny lost a ton of weight, huh?
Yeah, he looks good. He's wearing he's wearing pants that show off his butt. He's so cute.
I said to him, why don't you wear a suit when you're a game show host? He goes, well, I thought they were going to give me the blue tuxedo like the last time. I said, well, our guys don't seem to remember. We don't have any continuity department. By the way, Sal still coughs like crazy and smokes his electronic cigarettes nonstop. So, I mean, I don't think he's doing anything for his health. He's a mess.
Yeah, but didn't he go through a battery of tests not too long ago, only to determine nothing?
Yeah, I think so, or it determined something and he ignored the results. It was one of those two things. Jim, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Sal, are you still there?
No, he just walked out.
Well, of course he did.
Hey, by the way, here's audio of Sal coughing. I'll give it to you on Gary, page 1.
Wait. I'm going to puke.
Wait, I'm going to play it for you. This is Sal, for real. This is just a random tape because this is what goes on all day.
This is not edited.
No. I mean, first of all, he should just stop inhaling anything. Dude, you got to stop with that cigarette.
I'm going to try to quit.
I mean, now you're addicted to fake cigarettes.
Hey, what's up?
Sal, are you smoking the e-cig or whatever it is? Or
right.
Whatever? You're smoking that shit still?
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Jim. I don't know where he's going with this.
Smoked him in a fire, this asshole.
But didn't you think that you had some kind of a central nervous system thing a while back, and you were getting it checked out?
Yeah, I went to a doctor for that. I received an MRI, and he checked me out completely. He said it was all in my head.
The shaking is in your head.
Yeah, he said pretty much that as well. He didn't see anything, but I don't know.
I guess you're in such a miserable marriage, you just shake all the time. I mean, your life is horrible. When people say to me, like, gee, isn't it terrible what's going on in, like, the Congo? I go, not as bad as what's going on in Sal's house. I go, not really.
God almighty. You're kidding, pal.
I feel for you, man.
What are you going to do? I got 3 good kids. And
you know what's weird?
I do love her.
You know what the irony is?
What?
Your song when you were a rap guy was shake, 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 and now you literally shake. Think about it.
You knew the future.
Shake. What does he get? Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, 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 shake.
Shake, shake, shake my wife. To death. Just kidding, honey. She breaks my balls. I can't even.
What'd she do?
Well, last time I talked about a sex life on the end, she called me up and she goes, "Our sex life is fine." And I said, "But it is." Hello? She just, So our sex life is good.
How's it going? Does she have any more emotional friends or anything like that?
Not as far as I know.
All right.
Everything seems.
Do you still check her
Are you
texts?
checking?
Do you check her emails?
My therapist said not to.
Yeah.
He says because it will hurt me more, and I'll just live a non-trusting life, and I'll constantly be that father figure that she can't stand.
Yeah, keep listening to your therapist. You'll go on being a dupe. All right,
He told me
Andy.
not to, but it's all right. We're all good.
Yeah, probably your therapist is dating her.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sal, I don't want you to check her texts or
Wouldn't it
anything.
be the greatest that he's advising him not to check?
I did see pink strands of hair in his
first of all,
couch.
Sal's wife is hot.
Yeah.
And then, like, the therapist sees a picture of her and then goes, all right, Sal, here's what I'm going to advise you. I don't want you to spy on your wife at all. Then he goes and he gets an affair with his wife.
Right.
And then he lives happily ever after.
We were on a cruise, Howard, and she gave me a hand job in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But, yeah. First we had sex, and then my kids were banging on the door, on the balcony door of the cruise. So she goes, let's just go into the bathroom and get this over with. So we get into the bathroom, but the funny thing is that the toilet can't fit both of us. So I go, get on top. She goes, no room. Just let me jerk it. Let's get this over with. So I'm like, all right.
When she jerks it, does she kiss you or anything during it?
She pulls it like she's starting a lawnmower.
Oh, Jesus. She hates it.
I guess, well, I thought she was
Does she
enjoying
know how to give a hand job? A lot of chicks don't know how to give a
Oh,
hand
my
job.
God. Sometimes they'll rip it off by the balls. It's like, you got to go easy with
I've
that.
heard, I wouldn't know, but I've heard that strippers really know how to give a hand job.
I wouldn't know.
in general.
But you know what's funny, Howard? Have you ever, when a girl's giving you a hand job, do you ever feel like you don't want to push her hand away, but she's doing it wrong?
Absolutely. How about during a blowjob?
Oh,
they're the worst, some of these
especially when
girls.
the teeth are scraping at it.
Oh, my God. Because you know what? They don't love cock. A lot of girls don't.
A lot of them don't.
I've met girls who love cock, and they love you. They will suck that thing like perfection.
They treat it like a trophy, like when you win the NASCAR.
Yeah,
It's
important.
They hold that dick like a trophy.
Right. What is it, Andy? We're talking about
Hey, what's up,
cock and
brother?
sucking, and you're
You know what's
interrupting.
You know what's good about today? Even though some kind of stuff was fucked up, it was actually sometimes it's funnier than it's supposed to be.
You think so? I had no idea.
I
You're
agree.
saying in other words, by having Vinny host the show, it ended up being funnier.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, all right.
It's genius.
Genius. I wish I could have thought of that ahead of
I
time.
agree 100% with the caller. 'Cause
Yes.
when you rib on Vinny with him screwing up, it's just so fucking funny.
Rip on Vinny. I didn't take Vinny head and throw it through a window.
You need a big window. That's a big head.
Right.
Yeah, that makes it much better, I think.
Yeah, Vinny has the biggest head out of any
Oh, it
human
looks like
being.
a bobble doll.
Yeah, he does. He lost all his weight, but his head stayed large.
We should just mount him on a damn.
Is it the honor of sitting in Fred's seat, or what did it to your hands?
finger?
Were it was
I know.
like
Too
a
much
leaf.
caffeine. Well, it's a combination of electronic cigarettes.
He won't leave me alone in these
Being-
electronic cigarettes. Enough already.
Being nervous.
And caffeine.
And caffeine.
And I think I have a neurological issue too, because I was never like that before. But this one thing in the middle one, I gotta try that.
It never
on your
does
asshole.
that when you're surfing for piss porn. You're very
No.
confident.
It does this when I'm surfing for piss porn. Goes right over here. Good job, Gary. Congratulations.
I just tucked in the car.
No, not at all.
You know what?
Severe.
I know. At least your wife's fingerprints aren't all over it.
Well, your wives are.
No, your boyfriends are.
That's true. Richard's asshole.
What are you going to do while he's on his honeymoon?
I don't know. Cry. I've been thinking about that. So we had a great time inside. Yeah, I think it's a little combination of things. But overall, with the assistance of my great partner, Richard Christie, I think the sound effects went okay. Did they go okay, Richie? Did we do a good job?
Did a good job. You fucked up. Who played the sound? Who played the theme too early before? Was that you or Fred? Hi, Fred.
Oh, wait, no. Don't put that on tape.
Oh, by the way, Vinny is on the phone. He blames the entire debacle of his hosting the Superfan Trivia today on John Hine.
Oh.
Vinny, I heard you were prepped.
Yeah.
I heard you were prepared. You went over all the rules.
What happened after that?
I was prepped, and then what I was told did not happen when we walked into the studio, and John could attest to that. I will take some of the blame because I was truly confused at the format, but they tell me there's going to be buzzers, that each side is going to buzz in, and whoever buzzes in first gets to answer.
Never.
I'm standing at the podium. I go, Doug, where are the buzzers? He goes, there's no buzzers.
John, is there any truth to this?
He's right about the buzzer. The buzzer was my mistake.
Oh,
but
why are we so fucked up that no one knows what the game is going to be?
You know, Howard, here's the deal. You got two teams playing, the Stern fans versus the Stern show. But they can't confer. They're individuals, and then they're kind of paired off with you guys. So I have to remember which of the Stern guys is paired off.
John Hine taking a huge hit. Vinny now blaming the entire show disaster on John Hine.
Well, I'll take the hit on the buzzer, but I won't take the hit for not knowing who goes next, not knowing what the score is, not talking during the segment when you're hosting
it. I will cop it out, but in my defense...
And staring at Howard through the whole...
Staring at Howard.
He really was watching the contest.
But hold on, the last time I hosted a show, I got in trouble by you, Howard, for talking too much because I took it seriously.
Right.
This time I figured, who am I kidding? I'm not hosting. I'm there as a prop. You're going to host, but I guess you wanted me to host more.
Yeah, I really wanted you to host.
I screwed up, but there's no meeting about this. Will goes, are you listening? It's like he's kind of telling
We don't have the kind of time Letterman has. We do 5 hours, 4 hours a day, that kind of thing. We just wing it.
But you didn't have to be there. I could have done
rehearsals. All right, next time give Vinny a rehearsal.
Yes, I demand that.
Oh, and Howard, the other thing I won't take responsibility for is holding the sheet up so the contestants can see the answers to the question as you're asking them.
Why not first of all, when I put them on freaking index cards, okay? And do you have to put me so close to both teams? I mean, you were on top of me.
He didn't have much room. He does have a defense there. All right, Vinny, thank you.
It was a disaster. I apologize.
All right, thank you.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, I came in to give my expertise on the Indy Racing League accident that happened over the weekend. It was just like I said. There was a lot of problems with too much speed at the track. The track wasn't big enough for those cars.
Ronnie had to explain auto racing to Howard, who was wondering about that 5-lap memorial to a fallen driver.
I heard that on the radio, and I told that to Howard this morning, but I didn't understand it. So what do? They just drive around 5 times?
Yeah, slowly. To mourn the loss of, one who didn't make it around the track.
And is that like right after it happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it has to be, because it's not. What do you stop the race and everyone gets out of their cars and goes in the locker room and then comes back out to drive?
Well, I think they if the wreck is blocking the track, they go to the pit and they wait and then they clear it and then they come out and maybe it did happen.
And then do they continue the race after that?
No, they canceled the race. Yeah. But I wonder, how soon after the whole thing happens do they realize? Do they know that he's dead? How does word get around?
We'll get Ronnie down here and he can explain, because I don't have these answers. We got Ronnie in here now. Ronnie, we were talking before about when they do the 5-lap tribute. How long after the crash did that happen?
So tell us. So the crash happened. So does everyone leave the track?
Yeah, they shut the track down. They red flag.
That's red
flag the race.
Okay, so everyone goes to their pit.
They take all the cars off the track, and no, they don't go to their pit. Actually, they line them up on pit road, but they're not supposed to go in their pits. They can't do any work on their cars.
Can they come out of their car?
Yeah, they can come out of their car, but they can't. The team can't touch the car.
So the car can't be touched. They're just waiting.
Right.
Okay.
But then they made an exception because of all the debris that was on the track. They let them move the cars into the pits after like an hour of a red flag.
Was this race televised?
Yeah, it was on ABC.
So at ABC just sitting there for an hour with no race?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh. All right, so now it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, and at what point do they announce that this guy's dead?
So they probably around, this happened 13 laps in, so it happened maybe 15 minutes into the race, which was like around 3:30, 3:20.
It's very early.
Yeah, it was early. And at almost 6 o'clock, close to 6 o'clock, they announced that the guy died.
Now, when you go to the race, Ronnie, you're not looking for someone to die, but
no,
aren't people looking for the crash? Don't you want to see an accident? Nobody gets hurt, mind you, but you want to see a car, go head over.
Not really.
No,
I mean, I don't go to see that. I go to see the guys win. I know, I know some of the drivers. I go there. I like to see them win. I don't like to see anybody get wrecked or anything like that.
I get the impression that when a guy's car flips over a million times and he gets out, he walks out of it, like that's manly. And then when when he dies, it's stupid.
I mean, like this guy should have never died. Let's put it that way.
Why?
Because if you saw all the cars, other cars that were there was 15 cars involved in this accident. He was the only one who died. The only reason he died was because he never hit the wall. Everybody else hit walls, bounced off cars. He flew into the catch fence, which is all hard wire, which ripped that thing apart at that kind of speed.
So he didn't slow. There was nothing to slow him down. He just went right into it.
He flew. He flew right off the ground.
Do you think? Did he make any mistakes that he?
No, he was just involved in a mess that a melee, and it was horrible.
I'm trying to figure out, like, those poor guys on ABC are sitting there for 2.5 hours. What do they keep showing it over and over and over again? Like, at some point,
maybe they go to tape of another race.
No, they showed the replay a few times, and then they kept talking to the drivers, in the pit area, and everybody's hoping he's okay, and you could see everybody was really concerned because it was pretty obvious it was real bad.
Dexter in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's up, guys? Ronnie, I don't know. I listened to the radio transmission that they broadcast on the internet, and from what I heard after the accident, he was nearly decapitated, and pretty much the only things that was left were his vocal cords. They were still attached, and his last words were, "Let's fuck some hoes!"
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe they did that to us.
It was funny.
It was funny as hell.
Thank you, Dexter.
Yeah, but people like this call all the time, and there's a time and a place, and it's the wrong time, sir.
I mean, that guy, if he would have ran into the wall, he never would have died.
We have them on both coasts, John.
And you were explaining this to Howard in the morning, right before you guys came in. You were talking. I mean, before you went on the air, we were talking about it.
Because that was the first thing he asked me about.
Hey, during the 5 laps, does anyone not realize and they just take off and try?
No, man. Like they didn't even want to go out and do the 5-lap thing because I've never seen them do anything like that before. Because this is the last IRL race for the season, and what it was Dario Franchitti, which is Ashley Judd's husband.
Right.
And this guy, Will Power, they were fighting for the championship, and this was the last race. And hopefully, it was going to be a duel to see who won the championship. So Will Power was involved in this whole 15-wreck melee, and so Franchitti automatically won the championship at that point. At 12 laps in, he knew he won the championship. But nobody wanted to celebrate.
Can't celebrate, right?
Right. They ended the race. They never put the race back on. It was done.
I thought it was weird that I kept hearing on the news this morning that this guy died, but it was the first death since 2006. It's almost like they, for non-race fans, you clock races by deaths. I'm Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked with Richard Christie about getting to meet his idol, his hero, Mike Judge, and how he cried. And then we had a whole discussion about, people we'd like to meet, who I'd like to meet, who John would like to meet, who Sal would like to meet. We even talked about some of Sal's mishaps in the past, meeting people he wanted to meet. Here's what happened.
David Arquette called in at the end. That was after T.I. stopping by and telling us what life in prison really is like. Mike Judge coming by and Richard Christie crying like a little baby, which we all expected, but he was crying back in his office before he even went in there, Gary.
I know. And we were saying, don't you think it's really odd that Richard has a favorite, like a lot of favorites, yet seems to own an article of clothing for all of them? If Sam Simon's here, it's that Simpsons underwear is on. He's got his King of the Hill clothing. I never saw that Beavis and Butthead shirt before today.
We're going to dig deep on this because I do know there are people around the office who are jealous and not upset, but jealous because Richard gets to meet everyone, and they're like, well, why don't I get to meet anybody?
Well, I don't know whether Shirley was just stirring this up for the news or whether it's real, but he came to me and he goes, how come Richard gets to meet everybody and Sal gets to meet nobody? And I said, because Sal scares the shit out of me. He'll say something inappropriate. He'll do something inappropriate. Richard, I trust. He'll just cry. It'll be funny.
Sal gets to meet him, but he goes through a lot of different ways in order to get to meet them.
Well, yeah, like one time I think he dug through the releases and found Ace Frehley's home phone number. Oh, that's how he met him.
Yeah, so reputation precedes Sal, but there are other people who are involved in the show and on the air, and they don't get. But you're 100% right. With Richard, he does, and again, with Mike Judge, he's a huge King of the Hill fan, and he's a big Beavis and Butt. And I think Richard's intent is sincere, but Richard's a smart guy, and Richard knows kind of how to play that in order to get in there and meet him. He told me today I saw his Beavis and Butthead T-shirt, and I go, "You got the King of the Hill underwear on, also, right?" And he looked at me and he almost cried. He was like, he forgot, like he couldn't believe that he didn't wear the King of the Hill underwear today with Mike Judge coming.
All right, so we're a little deep into this conversation. So my question is, you saying Richard's smart, he knows how to play it?
Yes.
Real tears or not?
I think the tears were real, but I think he also plays into it a bit. Like, I think he's genuinely touched, but he also knows it would be good to cry in this situation. What did you think?
I think they're real. That's why when he did it here on the wrap-up show, when Mike Judge was nowhere in the building a year ago, I go, God, that's weird. But I sort of understood also, it reminds him of his, Cotton reminds him of his dad. I sort of get that.
Well, he got choked up today after hearing Mike Judge do his dad. And I get that. I mean, and Richard...
Well, that would be exciting. I don't know that would make me cry.
But Richard expresses his emotion that way sometimes.
Howard's right. He is childlike.
Yeah, I guess he is. But Benji, do you feel like people should be envious or jealous of Richard because he gets to sort of meet his heroes like that?
Should they be envious or jealous? I don't get that. I was jealous, but I also was happy for him.
Well, we should talk about some of the weird ways people have met people on the show, and I'd love to know who's in the jealous camp, like who wanted to meet somebody that we wouldn't let them meet. But when I think of like the inappropriate things, I remember we talked last week about Sal giving Howard the camera, ask her to take a picture of him and Ace Frehley. But the one I really remember that was funny was Artie was working for us for a really short time.
Oh, yeah.
And David Wells was on the show. And Artie wanted David Wells to sign a picture from the Daily News, but it wasn't even from the paper. He had ripped it out of the paper, and he just sort of handed it to David and said, "Could you sign this?" And then he left, and we were all staring at Artie, and Artie sort of, he's a smart guy. Artie figured out. And he goes, should I not have done that? And we're like, and Howard goes, probably not. We probably don't want to bother the guests when they're here.
Richard, congratulations on getting to meet Mike Judge. I know.
Thank you.
Now, I know you were choked up, but you said that you were choked up before you even went into the studio today.
Well, I really got choked up when he did my dad's voice, because I know how much of a fan of King of the Hill my dad is, and that's like, and when he did Hank Hill's voice saying my dad's name, Tom, that's the greatest thing of all time. I'm still freaking out on that. And I called my parents right after, and I said, "Did you hear the interview?" And they're listening to the West Coast feed right now. So I said, "Don't listen to the wrap-up show because I don't want to give away what happens, but you got to hear Mike Judge," and they're going to freak when they hear it.
Does your father watch the show, King of the Hill?
Oh, yeah. They've seen every episode like 10 times. They're like me. Like, we really bond over that show. And like I was telling Mike Judge, when I was in Europe on tour with the band Death, I wasn't able to watch King of the Hill. And my parents, I would call them every Sunday and we'd talk, and then they'd explain to me what the episode was about and tell me all about, what happened on King of the Hill.
Now, why do you think you end up crying in these situations? Because it's more, you're excited, I know, but, with Cotton dying, I guess you felt mournful, but with this, I would think you'd be more happy.
Well, it's just, I know how much that show means to my parents and how we bond over it, and I know how, like, that show is almost like my life growing up in Kansas. It reminds me so much, and it's just I think a lot about my parents when I think about King of the Hill, and to hear Mike Judge doing my dad's voice, it's like, it's so weird. It was the greatest thing, and I just got super, super emotional.
Is there a specific thing from the show that triggers it for you?
Well, just Hank Hill so reminds me of my dad, and that's one of the reasons that's my favorite show ever.
And you got to spend a little time with Mike today, didn't you?
Yeah, he came back. He actually wanted to see me in Sal's office, and he came back, and it was the greatest thing ever. Like, I didn't know that Mike Judge, he's a fan of betta fish, and I have a little betta fish Rusty in my office. So we got into this really cool conversation about betta fish, and he was saying how little Rusty looks so healthy, and I was telling him I showed I have 4 different kinds of feed every day that I feed Rusty, and I even use tweezers to pull out Rusty's poop so that it doesn't get the tank dirty. And well, it was just.
I guess the net is too much of a pain in the ass.
Well, bettas have these little tiny turds, and you got to kind of pick them out with tweezers. But it was just cool. And then he was telling us these calls that he likes and stuff, and we played one of the Al Pacino Jack and Rod prank call for him. He said he really loved that one.
You must have been in your glory.
Yeah, it really was I feel like I'm dreaming right now. It's so weird.
The kicker to the story, though, Gary, is we all knew Richard was a huge fan of Mike Judge, but we didn't know the feeling was mutual.
Well, you should also, Mike's a huge fan of the show and especially of Richard, because as soon as I went out to see him, I haven't seen Mike Judge since, I think we said the last time I was on the show was 1997. So he said, I listen to the show every day, and he was talking about this and talking about that. And then Mike lives in Austin, Texas, and my brother lives there. And Mike goes, hey, does your brother still live in Austin? Because I was on a plane, and I'm pretty sure I saw a guy that looked like you. I'm going, who would remember from 14 years ago? But he listens to the show that much. And he said he and Luke Wilson listen to the show, and they both are fans of your dad.
That's awesome. It's just, when you're here, you don't really think about, like Sal and I, a lot of our thing is... Like yesterday, we were doing a bunch of calls, and we just make each other laugh, and then that's kind of what we get out of it at first. But then you never think about other people out there hearing, and you never know who's listening. It's really cool to think about.
When you go back to the room after that, something like that, is it weird for you that Mike Judge thinks, he likes you, you're his favorite person, but he didn't really mention Sal?
He loves Sal too. He was going on and on about the Jack and Rod calls, and he.
Well, he said he likes Jack and Rod. He didn't say he likes Sal. He said I love Richard Christie, and I thought Jack and Rod was really funny.
Yeah, I didn't hear Sal's name come up.
I'm sure he's a fan of Sal's as well, but
it wasn't like Sal doesn't get weird. Like, hey,
no,
there's no weirdness about why you're getting all the attention.
You know what's so sweet about Sal, and this is why I love him so much.
Adorable.
He is adorable. He was so. I could tell he was happy for me that I was so happy. And Sal's a massive Beavis and Butthead fan too, but he knows how much King of the Hill especially means to me. So Sal let it be, kind of my day, I guess, and didn't. But he's probably not even upset about that anyway.
So, John, you brought it up earlier, and I don't know the answer to this. Who are some of the people that are jealous that Richard gets to meet everybody, and they don't think they should be, they're not meeting the people they want to meet?
Well, they should come in and speak for themselves. I don't want.
Okay, because I'd like to know.
Yeah, but what we were saying off air, Gary, it's not necessarily being lucky enough to meet them, but it's how you get. Like Richard got to sort of talk to Mike Judge and tell him how he felt, and this and that. A lot of times, even though you get to meet every guest up here, it's more you're about business, and you can't really.
Right, I can't walk into Billy Joel and say, "Oh my God, Billy, I'm wearing my 52nd Street underwear," and I saw you at the Nassau Coliseum when I was 15 years old. But I do have the luxury of being able to walk into the studio to ask a question if I get the chance. So like with Billy Joel, I got to ask him, did he write Say Goodbye to Hollywood for Ronnie Spector, which he said he did.
Yeah.
And so I do have that. But, yeah, I'd like to just come in and gush and cry, but I can't think over who yet. I haven't met anybody in a while that I wanted to get that nuts over.
Springsteen would make you cry, wouldn't he?
No, but I'd be very excited to meet him.
Or isn't there an Elton John song that that you cry over? Like if he played that live in the studio, you'd probably cry.
Like you wouldn't fucking believe. If he played that, if you guys ever wanted to fuck me up, you'd get Elton John in the studio with a grand piano, play that song, I'd be done.
Now, would it have to be Elton John, or could someone cover it well?
Yeah, what if we got Mike Judge to play it? Richard and you start
and
crying.
sing it as Beavis.
I think it's got to be Elton John, I think. But you can bring in Lady Gaga, see how that flies.
Give it a shot. Now, Ronnie, we were talking before about if people are jealous of Richard getting to meet all these people that come up here. Do you think that exists?
I think it exists to the interns, kind of, because they work for free, and like a couple of them come to me and go, "Oh, you think I could take a picture with T.I.?" And I go, "I don't think so. It's not going to happen. You got to go talk to Gary, and it's you're wasting your time. But go ask Gary,
But let's be let's explain that a little bit. Howard's got a rule: no pictures, no autographs. I want this to be a safe haven for people. The interns come up here, and I don't know them very well. They're up here for 3 months at a time.
Right.
Having said that, no pictures, no autographs. There's a lot of times where an intern will come to me the day before and go, "Oh my God, I'm such a
fan of so and so tomorrow, and we'll let them go in and get the
Yeah,
release.
I understand that.
And we'll let them get the release line. But nobody takes pictures up here. I don't take pictures with people.
Understood. Understood. That's what I'm saying. Why does he get to meet everybody?
Because it's funny for the air. It's as simple as that.
But hey, it wasn't funny.
It was
What
great.
so fucking funny?
Gary, I think we might have found the.
Are you the jealous one? Like
I'm not. I don't give a shit. I get to meet everybody.
Are there people that have come up that you would like? Like who's been up in the last 4 years that you go, damn, I have to be a professional, but I would love to take a picture with them?
Nobody.
What about
I don't like taking pictures.
What
with
about
people.
Cher? If Cher came on,
Well, that's another story. That's kind of like Gary with his song with Elton John.
Would you cry?
Well, you would cry if Cher came
I
up
think
here?
I would flip out. I think I'd really flip out.
Flip out how?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I got to meet a lot of NASCAR drivers up here, and that's cool and everything. And now I'm friends with a couple of them. But you know what? If Cher came up here, I don't know.
I got a surprise. You know what? Your next birthday, when's your birthday?
Next Friday.
Oh, it is? Okay, I got a surprise for you.
Yeah, she's coming in?
No, Chaz is coming in. No kidding.
What were you going to say, Benji?
You can say it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. No, I mean, it was not that. Like, a couple years ago, it was just funny. We're talking about meeting guests. There was an intern. I don't know if you had to just chastise or get rid of.
No, I'll tell you exactly what happened. 50 Cent was in the green room.
Yeah, I was there.
And I walked by. So either I walked by or somebody told me that this girl, her boyfriend, made beats. Beats are with the rap guys buy that they can rap over. So I walked by and I see her in there, and she was trying to sell 50 Cent some of her boyfriend's beats. So I said, I need to talk to you. I talked to you. And she kept giving me the hand, and I didn't want to make a huge scene. So I walked. Ronnie was standing right outside. I go, Ronnie, get her the fuck out of there. So Ronnie goes in. He goes, come with me now. She gives him the hand. He goes, Ronnie's like, now. And Ronnie dragged her right out of there. I took her down the hallway, and I yelled at her, and then we fired her.
Matt, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey guys. First Lars Ulrich and now Mike Judge. Like, this has got to be driving Sal crazy, is my guess. Like, why does Richard get this access and Sal is denied?
What's driving Sal crazier is that we didn't book Ace Frehley on the show when he was available last time.
Well, we'll try and get Sal down here now, but I think what Richard said before is true. I think Sal is genuinely happy for Richard and his buddy, but there's absolutely a part of him that's jealous.
But let's put this all in perspective again, and I know we like to goof on Sal. Richard wants to meet Mike Judge because Mike Judge is one of his favorites. He comes in and tells a story. There's tears and everything like that. Gene Simmons comes on the show, and you know that Sal's a huge Kiss fan, and Sal proceeds to tell Gene Simmons the story of how he was the one who interrupted the show with the laser pointer and making faces when he did the show up at the casino.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Plus, Gene Simmons let Sal pull on his hair, which was one of the greatest things ever. And Sal did meet Ace Frehley when he was on the show at K-Rock, and one of the funniest things I've ever seen during the commercial afterwards, Sal wanted a picture with Ace Frehley, and he handed Howard the camera to take the picture. He was like, Howard, can you take this? And I don't remember what Howard's reaction was.
Jason jumped in and took it.
Yeah, but oh my God. Because Sal was just in such heaven, he wasn't thinking. He handed Howard the camera.
Sal, we know that you're happy for Richard. Yeah. He got to meet Mike Judge. Although he didn't mention you, he got to meet you as well.
Right. Very nice guy.
Oh, by the way, another incident. I keep thinking of the Sal. This is why he doesn't get to meet
Please,
people.
Gary, continue.
Another incident. I walked by the green room, and there he is sitting there talking to Jon Stewart, explaining to him why he's not that funny.
Right. That was my first month working. Big mistake there.
Well, if you ask Ronnie now, Ronnie, truthfully, we don't go out in the hall when there's guests around, right? We don't mill around.
They don't come out. They don't even come out in the hall.
They've learned their lesson?
Like a lot of times, the guests will ask to meet them, and I'll go get them.
Yeah, like with Jonah Hill. Even with that, I waited for Gary's cue. I literally waited.
But he wanted to meet you guys.
Yeah, but still, we still have to, whether they want to meet us or not, it has to go through Gary. That's why I have that posted on my computer desk.
But when he gets to meet Mike Judge and he gets to meet Lars Ulrich, I mean, I know you're happy for Richard, but a part of you's got to be like, why not me? Like, why can't I meet my guys?
Well, because I like Mike Judge, but not to the point where I would never disrupt the show because it wouldn't be sincere. Richard does it out of sheer admiration and sincerity. Lars Ulrich, huge Metallica fan. Not enough of a fan where I'm going to come in and disrupt Howard's flow.
So who's been in? You haven't come to me.
Everybody. Well, I tell you, everybody that I wanted to really meet, Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons, I got to meet, and Gary put it in the right context. It's like there was a story behind it. I was able to come on the air and certainly contribute something entertaining. But Gary and both Howard, I don't know if you remember this, they did one of the nicest things ever for me. It was my son's birthday, and Gene was scheduled to come on.
And I said, Gary, can I bring my son for this? And he asked Howard, and Howard said, yes, Sal's son can meet Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. They canceled for whatever reason. I think Paul had a sore throat or whatever. I told Gary, I was like kind of bummed out, but they were coming to the Coliseum. And Gary goes, you know what? Let me talk to Howard. They arranged for myself and my kids to meet Kiss backstage with backstage passes.
You know, now that Sal told me that, I remember it, but up until then, I had zero recollection.
Yeah,
but I do remember that now.
So I certainly have gotten the perk of meeting who I love, and I'm really grateful for it. So I know what it feels like, and Richard has such love for these guys. When he comes on the air, it really is. I'm really, really happy for the guy. It's like him getting a case of brand new pumpkin beer. I'm equally as happy for the guy.
Well, let's say like the Beastie Boys came up. You know, as a former president of the fan club, I'm sure you.
That's a good one. That's a great question.
So what would you do?
I'd probably put fire ants in my dick hole to meet them. You know, I do love the Beastie Boys. I was president of the Beastie Revolution and whatnot, and yeah, I would definitely love to meet the Beastie Boys. That would be.
I know. I just give you the straightest answer you can, Benji. Who is there? Anybody for you that just would be mind blowing?
Well, I gotta say, like, and I was a little annoyed. This was years ago, but you said I was blown away to meet. Who was the guy that ran Screw Magazine?
Al Goldstein.
Al Goldstein.
Yeah, I was interested in him, but Gary made this speech out of there like Benji is dying to meet Al Goldstein.
Because you spent the day before after you got over the notes telling me how much you admired him.
I didn't listen. I don't.
But is it okay? But is there anyone you would?
I have got to meet like guys that I like really admire. Would be like Dave Chappelle. I got to meet through the show. And I'm sure there's James Brown was so exciting, and I didn't meet him on the air, but it was like he interacted with everybody. It was so exciting to meet like James Brown, Willie Nelson.
We almost got to perform with James Brown. Remember when the Losers came back into play? Howard actually gave me the opportunity to play bass. Richard played the drums. Fred was on guitar,
and we jammed. We had a practice.
And what happened? James didn't want to.
He canceled. It was right before he passed away.
I was going to say he died.
Yeah,
he died.
But I remember when James Brown was at K-Rock, he walked around like
said hi
everywhere,
to everybody.
said hi, and shook everybody's hands. And I'll never forget.
I think James found out I was on bass and had a heart attack.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about who would be most likely to go postal on Howard. That came from David Spade's conversation and his story about his assistant going a little crazy on him. And the top three nominees were Scott Salem, Ronnie Munn, and Sal Governale, and I thought they all made their cases quite clearly. Check it out.
I'm glad you guys are all here because the first topic I want to discuss is something that David Spade brought up when he called in. And David talked about rules of engagement, and it's back on. It's at a great time slot, and he actually joined that show similar to Just Shoot Me, where he wasn't originally a part of it, but then got into some great syndication money and network money. But most of the conversation today was the Skippy story, which we've heard, but that story can be told 1,000 times.
Yeah, but David seemed to want to talk about it because when I picked up before he went on the air, he cracked the joke about Skippy. And so it looked like it was, I guess he thought it was a funny joke, but I'm sure he knew it would go there. But it is a fascinating story.
Well, on the air, he said he was calling in alone in his house, and he thought he saw, had a vision of Skippy, and that's where it came up. But I'm not going to retell the story, but David told it. But I thought the fun topic, of course, was who here is most likely to go Skippy on Howard. And we've had a similar conversation before, but they're the usual suspects. There's Sal Governale, who's number one on a lot of people's list.
I brought up Sal on the air today, and Howard said, no, I think it's Scott. And I know Sal says, oh, why are you picking on me or whatever. But I talked to John about this right after it happened. We all forget, and I do think he's gotten better, but there was a period of time here where Sal's delusion was very genuine. His delusion of his relationship with Howard and what he thought it was or it should be was very real. And I'm not going to lie, there were a couple of times when we shut the mics off where Fred turned around to me and he said, should we be afraid?
Understandably so. Is this like the entity phase we're talking about with Sal?
Yeah, I envisioned that you and I are sitting watching Survivor, getting a burger. I thought I could sleep at your house. You're an entity. There was a lot of that going on. And while it was unbelievably funny on the air, there was some talk off the air. Are we safe?
But Sal's obsession, we know now, of course, comes from love of the show and love of Howard.
But at the time, what we had basically done is hired a whack packer. and we have.
There is one.
Sal, does it bother you that
before I shoot you all?
I mean, does it bother you that you're considered one of the main people who could become?
I
Who could
think
go
it's a
skipping
bunch
here?
of shtick to get under my skin. It's not going to happen. I'm not like Ronnie who falls for these stupid things that pisses him off.
So you think Ronnie could be the guy?
I don't think Ronnie could be the guy. I think Scott. Scott, the engineer, could definitely be.
Hold on, what JD? What'd you say?
He was voted like the most psycho person on staff. So.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
By who?
Remember that psychological evaluation
that's right.
they gave?
Well, Ronnie's more like a wasp. Like, it can't kill you. It'll sting you. That's as far. It's like a little gnat in your ear. You just want to get away, shoo.
But Sal, I'm sorry. Do you admit that that period that I'm talking about, that you really did have sort of delusional thoughts that weren't real? When you thought that you and Howard should be friends, that you were going to stay at his house.
I thought he was delusional. Because at the time, I was an employee. We were getting along really good. We were talking a lot off the air. And that night, I had to do a gig in the city, and I asked to sleep over. In retrospect now, maybe I was a little too forward. I totally agree with that, 100%.
But again, you're reducing it to nothing. You said, I imagined that we'd order hamburgers, knowing that Howard doesn't eat red meat.
He was asking, I don't know. Well, at the time, I really didn't know he ate meat.
But in other words, it wasn't just like we're going to hang out. You had a whole thing set up in your mind. It would just be the two of you were going to watch Survivor.
But Gary, you're talking about this, and Sal, hold on, like it's in the past tense. And I do think Sal doesn't feel that way about Howard anymore. But the Jonah Hill thing a few weeks ago, in Sal's mind, I take the picture, we talk a little bit, next thing you know, we're in the movie. Like, your mind, you talked about that you make those jumps very quickly.
Right. Well, I have a very unique imagination. Is
that to be applauded?
Absolutely. I mean, all the greats have unique imaginations.
But
Thank you very much.
I'm sure. But I'm sure at a
think
time,
Chinese confusion comes from a normal guy?
We'll get to the confusion series later. But I know in your mind, you feel that one thing leads to another, and with Howard, you got your dream job. You're working here now. You're talking to him. You're seeing him every day. Why not think that? Yeah, the guy likes me. Maybe we'll hang out. Maybe we'll get closer.
Well, you know what? I thought that he made it perfectly clear that that's not the case, and I've moved on. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go. I'm not going to be Michael Douglas and falling down and come in here and just start blowing people away.
Here's the funny thing: you didn't move on that day.
What?
You didn't move on that day. There were other incidents after that.
Never. There was never a situation. Never. Not even close. As a matter of fact, when Howard pulled that a really awful prank on me about him quitting, what area, which angle did I take? What road did I take?
When you cried on the couch?
Yeah, I was like, thank you for everything you've given me, and I made it perfectly clear. Thank you, and I'm moving on.
Well, were you aware that there were conversations being had about your sort of, how do we have to be scared about this guy when you were working here? Gary said that before you walked in.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
But it was true. It was, and there was more than one incident. There were a lot of time where you thought, I wish I could remember more of them.
I think I've pitched some crazy things that might have creeped out Howard.
That wasn't it. There was, again, the whole, when you came in here and you talked about how Howard's an entity and explained that he's not really real. It belongs to all of us. And
right. That was before, before Dorothy opened the curtain, so to speak. But
I'm saying that there was a period of time where Dorothy didn't open the curtain. The wizard did.
Oh, whatever.
Or the dog did.
I don't watch her as much as you. You're probably related to the monkeys.
The point was,
go fly away, Baba Booey.
There was a period of time where you had this attitude. It wasn't just an isolated incident.
Yes,
but you just said it was an isolated incident. It wasn't, and that you would say things that would frighten us.
That's great. Oh, I mean, to me personally, I know who I am.
But crazy people don't think they're crazy,
right? Well, I'm not. I could say this to anybody. Gary, crazy people don't think they're crazy. Are you crazy?
No, I'm perfectly sane.
There you go. But I think you are. I mean,
but I'm 22 points higher than you in IQ.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You know better than anybody else. That doesn't put you on a pedestal because you have a better IQ.
That just makes me smarter than you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean you're smarter at all. It means that you're good in certain areas and I'm good in certain areas.
I know, like finding California on a map, stuff like that.
Well, that's something I didn't focus on, but I know where it is now. It's on the West Coast.
Yes, Ronnie.
But you are nuts, Sal. Do you know why?
Why?
Because once you make a statement like you make, all your stupid statements, and you say, well, I don't mean that now. Once you make that statement, you can never take that statement back.
What, are you, a shrink?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't take that back.
I'm not taking anything back.
No, you say you've improved. You didn't improve.
Sure,
it's
people
all there,
change.
Dude.
People change.
You're still fucking nuts.
Have you not changed?
None of that shit
Have
goes
you not
away.
changed? You used to be a normal, sane man, married to a nice woman with kids, and now you're out. You're this old wacky elf in strip clubs every night. You fucking changed. You went fucking nuts. Look at you. You look like a 4-year-old with a mustache on for Halloween. You're
I'm
a little
sorry,
fucking
you're so jealous of my
loudmouth,
life
wacky,
now. I'm
grouchy
sorry.
idiot who parades around in strip clubs. You had a
I don't
nice
parade
family,
around
which
in
I would
strip
consider to be
clubs, dude.
normal.
You can't wait.
you
Wait
know?
a minute. Who's the guy who can't wait to get to the strip club tonight?
Well, tonight
Who's
is
the
a
guy?
special event.
Huh? Who's
At
the guy
Rick's.
who can't wait to get there?
But I still have my sanity. I'm still.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You're
do.
not happy.
Yes, I'm very
no,
happy.
You're not happy.
I'm extremely happy,
You're not.
you
Don't
asshole.
go down my road where what I did.
Your road is
At least
busted and old.
If I wasn't happy, I
Your
left.
road is decrepit. You
Okay?
have a dirt road going
You're
to
a
nowhere.
stupid ass. You hang
You're
out.
a road where
You're not
fucking
happy.
rapists down south drive up chicks and fuck them and cut their head off. You
What
have
are
no
you
road.
talking about?
Your road is a demented,
Why
dark
would you even say
shithole.
something? When would I ever say something like that?
You're not.
Look at this demented shit that you come out
What
with.
demented shit?
You
if I
gotta
come,
worry
what
about
demented
you.
shit? What demented
You're
shit if I come
fucking
out?
nuts. You
I'm
really
not
are.
nuts. I'm not nuts.
I mean, you make statements like you make, man. That's fucking nuts. I would never say shit like that.
Oh, because I asked my boss 5 years ago if I could sleep. Guess what? When I worked in Wall Street, I could have asked my boss
would
to
ask
stay
their
over.
boss to sleep in their house?
But he's got the
I
fucking
could see
size
if
of the
it was a
house
blizzard.
of a fucking mall. You think there'd be a little room for one of its employees for one goddamn
Listen,
night?
let me tell you.
No, I'm asking me
Let me
why.
tell you something. Howard
Oh,
offered
stop.
to
I'm
let
not
me
being
sleep in his
analyzed.
house a million times when we've had bad weather. Okay.
There you go. So you just proved my point. He let you
But
sleep
he
over.
offered. I didn't ask him.
Okay, well that would.
Why
so
would you
what?
even think of asking
Because I was
him?
confident enough as a friend to ask him because I was in the city. That doesn't make me crazy. To ask somebody who you
You're
consider
not
a
that good
friend,
friend
to
of
sleep
his.
over
I'm
is not crazy.
I wouldn't even do. I'm with him way longer than you. I would never think of asking him. Hey, Howard, can I sleep in your house tonight?
Well, that's you.
What are you, a fucking
That's
whack
you.
job? I'm telling you, you are a whack job.
I'm not a whack job for
You
that.
are.
Gary, it's just the
You also jerked off to one of your relatives.
Well, I was younger.
And
that doesn't
stole
make
some
me.
girls'
all right.
panties in some guy's house.
That's right. Inappropriate. That was
another
inappropriate
thing.
behavior.
Well, I'm not even getting into that because that's Joey Boots and Richard could back me up on that one.
Nobody can back you up.
What do you back you up? How?
What?
Back you up what? That didn't happen?
It didn't go down like that at all, and I explained it numerous times. I was parading around with it, trying to freak out Richard and Joey.
Gary,
right, I got it. That's
They were-
creepy.
no, it's not. It was a stupid goof. Now in retrospect,
You're like
yeah,
the guy that uses the N-word and goes, I was just kidding.
Oh, please.
But it is.
I could say the same thing about you. You called the guy a nigger in school, Gary.
And I fessed up to it.
All right.
I was
Well, were you kidding? No, you
No,
were
I
serious.
wasn't. I was
You
angry.
were serious when you called that guy an N-word. That was
Right,
anger.
but you call
That's
people
racist.
N-words every time you get on stage.
That's right.
And they're called jokes. So does Lisa Lampanelli. Is she a racist?
No, she's a
Greg
successful
Fitzsimmons
comedian.
today said niggerhead a few times. Is he a racist?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Rest my case.
Gary,
Maybe I'm a
during
racist.
this argument here, Sal said, as a friend of Howard's,
Right.
You know, he
Because
felt
but
comfortable.
that's already the crazy.
But does
Right,
that
but
make me?
hold
but
on,
does that make
Sal.
me a candidate to go postal?
Well, I don't know.
We're getting there.
Okay.
But do you think Howard considers Ronnie a friend?
I think so.
Do you think Howard considers Sal a friend?
I don't.
Why? Why can't Sal bridge that gap?
Because they're just Ronnie and Howard have a longer relationship, but also a relationship. Their relationship started at a time where we all had an opportunity to be a little closer.
Right, and we used to hang out.
Right. And Howard doesn't. Howard doesn't have a friend.
No, that's not true.
Now the other prime,
he's just moved on with his life in a different way.
And so have I.
And I'm fine with that.
And
I'm
so-
still his friend, though.
But I'm
I
fine
can
with it,
ask him
too.
for anything, and he'll do it for me. He won't do that for you. 'Cause
Oh, bullshit. You
just
don't know
work
what he's done
him.
for me. Bullshit. You have no idea what he's done for me. And if you knew, your fucking little midget head would pop off those stupid
Yeah,
shoulders
I
of
can
yours.
imagine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
Gary,
can
you know
imagine.
it too. I do consider Howard a friend. Just because he doesn't invite me over, that's fine.
I know.
but we get along.
Okay, here's a question for you. How many friends do you have in your life whose house you're banned from?
Whose house I'm banned from?
How many Jews' houses?
No,
have
no,
been
stop.
banned from?
In other words, you're banned from Howard's house.
Nobody but that.
Okay, just saying.
Nobody. I don't know why I'm banned from his house. And tell you the truth,
You don't?
No, I have no fucking idea.
You don't know
I've
why
always-
you're banned from his house?
No, not why am I banned? You tell me, Gary.
Does everyone else here remember why he's banned?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not going to
You
bring
guys
it up.
remember? What is it?
Let's just say it doesn't throw a point in your favor. Sal.
Exactly. It's not going to help.
All right, leave it at
All
that.
right, from
So,
the
you've
wedding.
so Ronnie's been brought up as a possible candidate. Sal's been brought up as a possible Skippy candidate. The other guy,
Why
who
would I be
always
brought
get-
up as a candidate?
I'll get back to that. The other guy who gets brought up by almost everyone is Scott Salem. Why does Scott keep coming up as the guy who's most likely to go postal?
Oh,
route?
he's going to snap one day.
I'll tell you, because Scott's sort of... No, because Scott's like... admittedly and unfairly, he's sort of the forgotten guy on the staff. He's sort of the beaten guy, the downtrodden guy. We've admitted. Listen, Jason and I talk about this all the time. We'll make up lists about what we're supposed to do, and I go, Jason, look at this list. Is there anybody I left off? And Jason will just start laughing his ass off, and I'll go, what? He'll go, Scott. I'll go, fuck. How did I do that? I really Scott off the list. So that happens. So I think Scott feels forgotten, but also more recently, I also think he feels. I'm trying to think of the right word. Not unloved, but unappreciated.
But over the years,
and that all adds up to what happened with Skippy.
And over the years on the show, we've heard Scott lose it from time to time. So the potential for that is there.
And here's the weird thing: Scott went through a very long period of, he was very like Maharishi. You're not going to get me mad. He's like in the Zen place. And then recently, I saw the angry guy rear its head again.
Scott,
yes.
you're number one on the list. Why is
with
that?
a bullet?
Literally.
Why is that?
I guess I lose my temper occasionally because I hold things in and then it all comes out. But I'm very nonviolent, believe it or not. I may have a temper, but I'm nonviolent unless somebody would come at me or something like that.
The only reason why it's hard to believe is because we play that tape all the time with you and Ganji in the tape. I told you not to take the tape.
I didn't touch it.
But you were like, that's furor that you're in.
That was,
mania.
You did. I
never
really
touched
think
anybody.
you were ready to take a swing at me at the end of the diet contest.
No, I would. I was angry. Again,
but you came towards me in a physical way. I think it got close to it.
Did I?
No, but I think your impulse was you were about to do it.
But what Howard and David Spade were talking about were there seems to be this underlying resentment, I guess, that you supposedly possess, and that in turn would make you want to go after Howard.
No, I would never do that. Never. No, what are you laughing at?
Because you sound like you're just trying to be so. No, I don't think you. I don't.
No,
listen, I think Scott,
really?
you have a volatile temper.
I do.
Temper. But I also,
yes.
I think Fred does too. It's not necessarily. I don't think it makes a person crazy. I just think people have different lines of where they'll get physical.
Yeah, see, Sal has no temper, but he's
I
out
don't
of his
think
mind.
Sal. I don't see Sal at all getting like physically assaulting someone, and I think Sal would be too fearful to do that. And that
I don't have a violent bone in my body.
I agree. I was going off delusion rather than anger.
I don't think I'm delusional. Certainly not.
Well, there's plenty of delusion to go around here. Ryan, you're on the wrap-up show.
I just wanted to point out to Sal, you're making no sense saying to Ronnie that he got divorced from his wife and his kids. What did your hero do, Howard?
No. He said that I have no, sir. I'm sorry if you misunderstood. He said I haven't changed, and I go, I have changed. And Ronnie goes, no, you haven't. I go, you've changed in your life. You went from a family man to a guy who's completely single. People make big transitions in their life. They're capable of doing it, and that's what I did.
That was the point you made, but you made it sound like what he did was bad and evil for doing it.
I didn't mean it that way.
That's exactly what you meant.
But it's a big transition to go from a family to a wild swinging old fart at a strip club. That's a big transition.
Dude, I'm not a swinging old fart at a strip club. I don't live there. I don't know where you get this idea
the point I'm trying to make is that you said I don't
work for them. I do appearance for them. I go there.
You do a great job.
I'm not there all the time.
You're very
you
good.
think I'm there every goddamn fucking night? You're out of your mind,
Ronnie. The point I'm trying to make is that you said I don't have the ability to change. You changed, and you're doing fine. So I changed.
How do you know I'm doing fine? I might not be doing fine. I might have.
And you didn't say he was doing fine at all.
A great show for everybody. Maybe I'm not doing fine.
He says he's happy all the time.
You painted him as the opposite of fine.
You changed and you're not doing fine. I changed and I am doing fine.
No, you're not doing fine.
I'm doing fine. You're not doing fine.
Because your thoughts came out to him about how you felt
going
back a long time ago.
Big deal.
No, it is a big deal because you can't take back what you've said.
I'm not going to take it back. I asked the guy if I spend the night when I did a gig in the city. I'm not taking that back.
Sal,
you said I don't have the ability to change.
Other delusional shit, though.
Right.
Besides sleeping in the house.
Didn't you used to time Howard when he went to the bathroom?
No.
Didn't you used to notice every outfit that Howard wore and discuss it with us?
In the beginning, how do you not? I mean, the guy's working on a radio show.
How do you not?
How do you not? He wears an outfit. You notice it. The guy is listen, when you go to a circus, you see what the ringleader's wearing, this fucking big sparkly jacket and a top hat. You can't avoid that stuff. The guy's the ringleader.
How come you don't notice what I wear?
What's there to notice? I mean,
I wear different shirts.
I know what you wear every day. You wear that stupid black Adidas jumpsuit top.
Right, so how come you don't notice what John wears?
I know what John wears. He wears Pittsburgh shirts every day.
Not the way you notice
Guy
what
looks
Howard
like he
wears.
just walked out of a dumpster from Walmart.
I know, you can tell your hacky jokes, but it doesn't answer the question.
I'm not making jokes. I'm telling it like it is.
No, you're telling
like he
him
was pulled out of a duck's ass. He's all disheveled. He's got these crooked glasses on.
A duck's
Sal, you keep pretending like you didn't notice every little thing about Howard.
I
You
said
did.
I did in the beginning, but what do you want from me if I noticed it? You didn't notice it
because it's still
Yes,
there,
no.
down
Well, maybe
deep
you
in
don't
the
care.
subconscious.
Maybe you don't care
dude.
about the guy like I
It's
do.
still there. It doesn't
Maybe
go
you don't
away.
care. You know what? Maybe you should think about more about what your boss is wearing and how he looks. You know, model yourself after somebody. That's what Tony Robbins says. Maybe you should do that, guy.
I
You'd be a
tried
better
doing that,
producer.
and I got yelled at.
What's that?
I tried modeling myself after him, wearing jeans to work and shit.
It didn't
what
work
happened?
for you.
I got in trouble.
So now you're admitting
Either
that?
way, we get in trouble.
Now you're admitting that you
no,
model.
no, dude. I used to come in comfortable like everybody else. That was what the deal was. Not I wasn't
Because when
dressing-
people accused you of like
No.
the glasses and everything else,
No,
it was
I've had these glasses way before Howard had these glasses. Let's get that straight.
So Howard's modeling himself after you?
No, I never said that. Well, let's not get back to the glasses thing again.
What year did you get those glasses?
I must have these glasses at least 5 years now.
That's when you started wearing glasses? So you
yeah,
like
and before that, I had the glasses that everybody called J-Lo glasses.
Right. You just had the low part.
I
not
like
the
I
J.
like the Sally Jesse Raphael period myself.
Why did you get rid of the
big
J-Lo
red
glasses?
rims?
I change up. I like different things. I'm ready to get rid of these now. I want to get something different. But I'm
Bifocals?
afraid to now.
Are you going for bifocals?
No, I'm afraid to get different glasses because they might look like Howard's, and I'll never hear the end of it.
Well, I think if the conversation is about who would attack Howard, you got to remember Skippy was mentally ill, and so you're forgetting JD, who is really, I mean, truly, if you were to say who
mentally
is
ill, shut up.
Well, you're fucked up. Like I just said to you, hey, it's good to see you, and you went, is it?
I was joking around.
No, but you weren't. Then you put your eyes down and walked away, and it just you're off. And I think that's the one who's most capable of snapping.
I'm not going to snap.
You should tell people you have Asperger's.
Well, maybe